Hi, my name is Connie. I'm reading Luke chapter 21. Jesus looked up and saw the rich putting their gifts into the offering box, and he saw the poor widow put in 2 small copper coins. And he said, "Truly I tell you, this poor widow has put in more than all of them, for they all contribute out of their abundance, but she out of her poverty put in all she had to live on." And while some were speaking of the temple, how it was adored with noble stones and offerings, he said, "As for these things that you see, the day will come when there will not be left here one stone upon another will be thrown down." And they asked him, "Teacher, when will these things be? And what will be the signs when these things are about to take place?" And he said, "See that you are not led astray, for many will come in my name, saying, 'I am he,' and the time is at hand. Do not go after them. And when you hear of wars and tumults, do not be terrified, for these things must first take place, but the end will not be at once." Then he said to them, "Nations will rise against nations, kingdoms against kingdoms. There will be great earthquakes in the various places, famine and pestilence, and there will be terror and great signs from heaven. But before all this, they will lay their hands on you to persecute you, delivering you up to the Sadducees and prisons, and you will be brought before the kings and the governors for my name's sake. This will be your opportunity to bear witness. Settle in, therefore, your mind will not be meditate before and now to answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which none of you ever sees will be able to withstand or contradict. You will be delivered up even by parents and brothers and relatives and friends, and some of you will put to death, and you will be aided by all for my name's sake. But not a hair on your head will perish, but your endurance, by your endurance you will gain your life. But when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, then you'll know that its desolation has come near. Then all those who are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let those who are inside the city depart, and let not those who are out of the country enter in. For these days are vengeance and fulfilled all that is written. Atlas for women who are pregnant, and for those who are nursing infants in those days. For there will be great distress upon the earth, and wrath against these people. They will fall by the edge of the sword, and be led captive among all nations. And Jerusalem will be trampled underfoot by the Gentiles, until the time of the Gentiles are fulfilled. And there will be signs in sun and moon and stars, and on the earth distress of nations in perplexity, because of the roaring of the sea and the waves. People fainting will fear, and with foreboding of what is coming on the world. For the power of the heavens will be shaken, and then there they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Now when these things begin to take place, straighten up and raise your heads, because your redemption is drawn near. And he told the parable, look at the fig trees and all the trees. As soon as they are coming in leaves, you see for yourself, and know that the summer is already near. So also when you see these things taking place, you know that the kingdom of God is near. Truly I say to you, these generations will not pass away until all has taken place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my word will not pass away. But watch yourself, lest your heart be weighed down and dissipation of drunkenness and care for this life, and that they come upon you suddenly like a trap. For it will come upon all who dwells on the face of the whole world. But stay awake at all times, praying that you may be strengthened to escape all of these things that are going to take place, and to stand there before the Son of Man. And every day he was teaching in the temple, but at night he went out and lodged on the mount called Olivet. And early in the morning all the people came to him in the temple to hear him.